your history, girl.
Well, mine starts way back in 2007.
Wow.
I was looking for something like, really, I was looking for some exercise, something to get my heart rate up, right?
Yeah.
So I heard about this aerobics class at it was in Portsmouth at the social services building.
Okay.
The guy's name was Reggie, right? Reggie's cool. Reggie and I are cool to this day. But it was his class, and it was like a exercise class where he would zhuzh up like the like staple line dances, like electric slide, but you would run, and he would do it to this fast music, and it was just really, really fun. And he would take songs and he would create like these little routines to the songs, but it was for exertion. It was to get your heart rate up and stuff. And so I really enjoyed it. And I started to like Google, I was at the Comfort Zone, the old joint. And when I say the old joint, I mean the old joint that was half. She didn't have those 2-3 spaces. She had one little space.
I remember that one little space.
I was at the Comfort Zone, and it was this lady from DC, and they played Chuck Baby.
Oh, okay.
I saw that footwork, and she was feeling. When I tell you, she was murdering this dance, and I was like, I gotta know what that is. And I didn't know who Tempest was at that time, but this little young, tiny little petite girl comes over to me and she says, "Do you know that dance?" And I said, "No, but I'm about to look it up." And I was trying to look it up, and the song went off. So I approached the lady real quick, and I was like, "Yo, what is that?" She was like, "Oh, it's Chuck Baby." And we start talking, and Tempest came over and she was like, "What's the name?" And I was like, "Chuck Baby." And she was like, on her phone. And so once that was over, I took that back to Reggie, and I was like, "Look, Reggie, I'm seeing stuff, and so he started to let me incorporate some of that stuff into his class, like Some Enchanted Evening for a cool down, and Chuck Baby for exercise. We zhuzhed it up and did it really hard for exercise. I was still really hungry, so I would go home and I would Google, and I would go on YouTube, and I would look for dances, and I found this dude, bald head dude, dancing in Tim's, baggy pants, totally thugged out. And I was like, "What's this guy?" TCH on everything, TCH. And I was like, okay. So I started watching this guy from TCH. And that's why I say he's the only like instructor that I ever really had. He was my first. And I would just watch his feet. That's how I learned to sight learn. I can watch it and pick it up better than I can with verbal instruction sometimes. And it's because that was how I learned dances, watching Steph. So I would learn these dances, and I would bring them back, and I would say, "Look, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this." And some of the stuff was a little bit much for the class. So I started taking it to the Comfort Zone, and I ran into Tempest and Danielle and Rico and William, and we formed 5 Star because we were all into the same thing. So 5 Star got started, I think, in like 2008, 2009.
Wow.
And that rolled into 757 Crew. And it's just been a learning experience. Yeah, it's just been growing, and we've been continuing to learn, continuing to travel, continuing to indulge in this life that we love so much.